Hey everybody, it's Garrett, otherwise known as a Gitronist, and I wanted to talk about galaxies. Um, I recently got a book by someone named Grar. I hope I pronounced his name right. And it is a short primer on galaxies. I am a big fan of outer space, if you couldn't tell by the chapbook called Andromeda Dreams, by my space-themed stuff and some of my music ideas, but galaxies. Okay, so I wanted to talk a bit about the book, and also say that it's actually a really good primer for understanding galaxies. He does make some references to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I think is an absolute win. But more importantly, galaxies themselves. So, galaxies. How best to explain? I wanted to talk a little bit about that process of how galaxies actually work. And this will be some information from the book and also just off the top of my head, but galaxies. So the spinning, swirling, twirling thing that our planet resides in a solar system, with the solar system surrounded by other star systems, with other star systems orbiting around this theoretical or black hole there in the middle. And from the outside in, all of these gas particles are interacting with one another, but their distance is so long and far apart that they're orbiting very slowly. So galaxies revolve and move over the pace of millions and billions of years, usually billions of years. There's about a 50% chance that within the next 10 billion years, in fact, Andromeda and the Milky Way are going to collide. Which it might be a skim, it might be head on. I don't know. I think it'd probably be more of a skim at first because they're supposed to come back around eventually. But yeah, just know that our galaxy is going to be forced into like impending Armageddon that isn't really Armageddon because colliding galaxies, there's still far distances between all the objects. But anyways, so with galaxies, you have this amalgamation of stars and particles and gas and matter kind of coalescing together and kind of spinning and interacting with one another. And the thing that keeps all of this stuff locked together is gravity. Gravity. And gravity is the thing that kind of keeps the light tug going. It keeps planets spinning around their stars. It keeps stars spinning and interacting with each other. And it keeps galaxies spinning over and over. Something else to note is that even galaxies, like, because there are even galaxies, smaller galaxies that orbit other galaxies. That's why there might be a collision with the Milky Way and Andromeda. But what you get is a bunch of these interacting interstellar entities, these giant behemoths of matter and stardust, all are just kind of going and swirling around one another. You get three main types of galaxies from the book. You get spiral galaxies, which is what the Milky Way is. You get elliptical galaxies, and you also get irregular galaxies. So these are just a lot of different stars sort of coalescing together in a way that doesn't like spin in a spiral or the elliptical shape, but they have a certain pattern to them. There's even one that is called, oh gosh, I wish I could remember. It's called like the ARP Galaxy, but the nickname for it is the guitar, which I thought was pretty cool because I also play guitar. But yeah, that's galaxies, that's spinning, that's their particles and atoms and matter and whatnot. In the future, I'll probably do more information on these, but just know that this book is actually pretty good, and it's a good short primer on galaxies, understanding how the physics of galaxies work and how matter interacts with one another. And yeah, so that'll be it for this video. Hope you like this one. Hope it's a little bit different. I am wearing my uh, future sci-fi glasses, so that means that I'm like from the year 2140.